Here's something that might sting a little. Everything you believe about talent is probably wrong. We've all been there, watching someone effortlessly play guitar, paint, or code, thinking, I wish I had that gift. Meanwhile, we're 3 YouTube tutorials deep at 2 a.m., wondering why we can't even hold the guitar pick correctly. But here's what nobody tells you. Those naturals you admire, they're not gifted. They just practiced when you weren't looking. Talent doesn't exist. It's just the story we tell ourselves to feel better about not practicing. Think about child prodigies. We call them talented, but research shows they average 10,000 hours of practice by age 12. That's not talent. That's showing up every single day while other kids played video games. The truth is beautifully simple. Excellence isn't born, it's built. And once you understand this, your entire perspective flips. You stop waiting to discover what you're good at and start becoming good at what you choose. It's like that joke about the tourist asking, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Except it's not really a joke, is it? Chapter 1. The Architecture of Excellence. Excellence has a blueprint, and I'm about to show you exactly how to read it. Every exceptional performer, from chess grandmasters to Olympic athletes, follows the same hidden pattern. They don't just practice more. They practice differently. Consider this carefully. When you learn something casually, your brain creates rough pathways like walking through tall grass. But deliberate practice? That's paving a superhighway. The architecture has 3 pillars. First, breaking skills into micro components. You don't learn guitar, you learn finger positioning, then strumming patterns, then chord transitions, each piece mastered separately before integration. Second, immediate feedback loops. This is crucial. Without feedback, you're just reinforcing mistakes. It's like trying to improve your aim while blindfolded. Third, progressive challenge escalation. You need that sweet spot where it's hard enough to stretch you, but not so hard you break. Think Goldilocks. But for your brain, here's the kicker that nobody mentions. You already use this architecture somewhere in your life. Video games, perhaps? Level by level, immediate feedback, perfectly scaled difficulty. You've been following the excellence blueprint all along. You just didn't know it. Chapter 2. Your Brain, the Sculptor. Something incredible happens when you practice. You literally become a different person. This isn't motivational fluff. When you repeat something, you're building invisible highways that make that action faster and smoother next time. You're not just learning, you're transforming. Here's what blows my mind. Professional athletes improve just by visualizing their sport. Pianists who only imagine playing get better without touching a piano. Think about that for a moment. You can literally practice in your head while stuck in traffic. But here's where it gets wild. Whatever you repeat becomes easier and more automatic. It's like your body has a voting system, and every repetition is a vote for this matters. The speed increase is insane. Skills that feel impossible at first become effortless. It's like upgrading from walking to driving, except you are the vehicle. We've all been there, thinking we're just not built for something, but you can rebuild yourself. Start today. Chapter 3. Deliberate Practice, Decoded. Most people don't practice. They just repeat. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Playing guitar for an hour while watching Netflix isn't practice. It's musical procrastination. We've all done this, going through the motions while our mind wanders. Deliberate practice is different. It's like the difference between scrolling Instagram and reading a textbook. One feels easy, one requires work. The formula is surprisingly specific. First, isolate the weakness. If you mess up bar 17 of a song, you don't play the whole song again. You play bar 17 50 times until it's perfect. Second, total concentration. This means phone off. Notifications disabled. Your brain needs undivided attention to build those neural highways we talked about. Third, immediate correction. Every mistake fixed instantly, not later. It's like autocorrect for your muscles. Here's what nobody tells you. Deliberate practice feels terrible. It's supposed to. If it feels easy, you're not growing. Remember, professionals don't practice until they get it right. They practice until they can't get it wrong. Chapter 4. The Mistake Advantage. Your mistakes aren't obstacles. They're the raw material of mastery. Think about how you learned to walk. You fell approximately 17 times per day for months. Imagine if you'd given up after fall number 50. You'd still be crawling to work. Here's the secret. You only learn when things go wrong. When everything goes perfectly, you coast. When you mess up, that's when the magic happens. This is why perfect practice runs teach you nothing. You literally need mistakes to grow. The Japanese have a concept called kaizen, continuous improvement through small failures. Each mistake is data, not defeat. But here's the trick everyone misses. You need to fail at the right level. Too easy, no learning. Too hard, just frustration. It's like Goldilocks again, but for failure. Consider this carefully. Video games have perfected this. You die, respawn, try again. No shame, no judgment, just iteration. What if you treated real skills the same way? Suddenly, mistakes become your teachers, and failure becomes your friend. Chapter 5. Systems that scale. Goals are overrated. Systems are everything. We all know someone who sets the same New Year's resolution every January. Lose weight, learn Spanish, write that novel. February arrives and they're eating chips while watching Netflix in English. But systems create inevitable success. Here's the difference. A goal is lose 20 pounds. A system is no carbs after 6 p.m. One requires constant willpower. The other becomes automatic. Watch this. Olympic athletes don't have a goal to win gold. They have a system. Train 6 hours daily, sleep 9 hours, eat specific macros. The gold medal? That's just a side effect. Your system needs 3 components: trigger, routine, reward. Like brushing your teeth. Wake up trigger, brush, routine, fresh breath, reward. It's so automatic you feel weird skipping it. The compound effect is insane. A 1% daily improvement seems tiny, but over a year, you're 37 times better. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. Join our YouTube membership and get exclusive perks like early access to scripts, input on future topics about productivity, and connect with a like-minded community that gets it. Click join below and let's build your easier, more intentional life together. Chapter 6. Environmental Architecture. Your environment is stronger than your willpower, so stop fighting it and start designing it. We like to think we're in control, but put cookies on the counter and suddenly you're eating cookies. It's not weakness. It's human nature. Here's the hack. Make good choices the only choices. Want to practice guitar? Leave it on the couch, not in the closet. Want to read more? Delete social media apps. Put books everywhere. Want to exercise? Sleep in your gym clothes. This is called choice architecture. Casinos use it to keep you gambling. No clocks, no windows, free drinks. Everything designed to make leaving harder than staying. But you can use the same psychology. The 2-minute rule changes everything. Makes starting so easy it's harder not to do it. Want to meditate? Just sit for 2 minutes. Run? Just put on shoes. Your environment whispers suggestions all day. Right now, what's yours saying? Design your world, and excellence becomes inevitable. Chapter 7. The flow equation. You know that zone where time disappears? That's not luck. It's engineering. Flow state. When you're so absorbed that hours feel like minutes. We've all felt it. Gaming, reading, maybe even working. Everything just clicks. Flow has a formula. Challenge level must match skill level plus 4%. Too easy? Boredom. Too hard? Anxiety. That sweet spot? Pure magic. Clear goals, immediate feedback, total concentration. Remove one element, flow disappears. Think about video games again. They're flow machines, clear objective, instant feedback, perfect difficulty scaling. No wonder we lose entire weekends. But here's the breakthrough. You can create flow triggers anywhere. Eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Create micro challenges. Set session timers. Make it a game. The paradox kills me. We'll spend hours trying to reach the next level in a game, but give up after 5 minutes learning real skills. What if you gamified your practice? What if excellence felt like play? Chapter 8. The 1% Revolution. Forget massive transformation. Think compound interest for your brain. The British cycling team was a joke for 100 years. Then they hired a coach who ignored big changes. Instead, he optimized everything by 1%. Slightly better bike seats, muscle warming techniques, perfect pillow for sleep. They even painted the truck interior white to spot dust on bikes. 5 years later, they dominated the Olympics and Tour de France. This is the aggregation of marginal gains, and it works for anything. Want to write better? Improve vocabulary by 1 word daily. Want to run faster? Adjust form by 1% weekly. It seems like nothing until it's everything. The math is insane. Improve 1% daily for a year, and you're not 365% better. You're 3,778% better. That's 37 times your starting point. But here's the real secret. Small changes don't trigger resistance. Your brain doesn't panic. Revolution through evolution. Exceptional by inches. Chapter 9. Learning how to learn. The ultimate skill isn't any specific ability. It's learning itself. We've all been there. Watching productivity videos instead of being productive. Reading about reading instead of actually reading. The eternal student who never graduates. But learning how to learn is different. It's finding the shortcuts that work for everything. The Feynman technique is pure gold. Explain concepts like you're teaching a 5-year-old. Can't? You don't really understand it. Simplicity reveals mastery. Then there's smart repetition. Review after 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, then a month. Your knowledge becomes permanent. Testing yourself beats rereading every time. Don't just review notes, quiz yourself. It's uncomfortable, and that's exactly why it works. Here's what's wild. Once you learn how to learn, every skill becomes achievable. Languages, instruments, coding, painting. The first domino that knocks down all others. You're not learning skills anymore. You're collecting them. Think about that for a moment. What would you master first? Chapter 10. Your Excellence System. Everything we've covered builds to this. Your personal excellence operating system. You now understand talent is a myth. Excellence has architecture. Your brain rewires. Mistakes teach. Systems scale. Environment influences. Flow can be triggered. Small gains compound into greatness. But knowing isn't doing. We all know exercise is good. Vegetables are healthy. Yet here we are, on the couch with chips. Your system needs 3 things. First, choose 1 skill. Not 5, not 3. 1. Master it, then move on. Second, design your environment today. Remove friction, add triggers, make starting automatic. Right after this video. Third, track the 1% improvements. Journal, spreadsheet, app, doesn't matter. What gets measured gets mastered. Here's the beautiful truth. 6 months from now, you'll be exceptional at something. The only question is what? Every expert was once a disaster. They just had a system. Now, you do too. And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Also, let me know your thoughts on what I just shared. Oh, and there's more. I've just started a Patreon to help support these videos and connect with you more directly. Check out the link in the description if you'd like to join.